Friends, today I am going to tell you about some of the most terrifying and shocking incidents in aviation history. Events so intense that just listening to them can send shivers down your spine. Let's start with Aloha Flight 243, which on April 28, 1988, was flying peacefully at an altitude of 24,000 feet when suddenly the aircraft's pressure system malfunctioned, and within seconds, the entire upper section of the plane's fuselage ripped off and blew away into the sky. Passengers were instantly exposed to the open atmosphere, struggling to breathe in the violent, freezing wind, and one flight attendant who was standing in the aisle was pulled out of the aircraft and disappeared into the sky. Even in such a horrifying situation, the pilot did not lose courage and managed to fly the plane without a roof and make an emergency landing, saving dozens of lives, though one flight attendant lost her life and several passengers were badly injured. Next, we move to the Tenerife airport disaster of March 27, 1977, considered the deadliest aviation accident in world history. On that stormy day filled with heavy fog and poor visibility, two massive jumbo jets, KLM and Pan American, accidentally ended up on the same runway due to miscommunication and weather conditions.
Within moments, the two planes collided with explosive force, and in less than a minute, 585 people lost their lives, with only a few dozen survivors remaining. This tragedy remains one of the darkest days in aviation. Now let's talk about the world's greatest aviation mystery: the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. On March 8, 2014, the flight took off from Kuala Lumpur heading to Beijing with 240 passengers on board. Everything seemed normal at first, but shortly after takeoff, the aircraft vanished from radar, all communication was lost, and even the transponder stopped responding. Military radar and satellite data later showed that the plane unexpectedly changed course toward the Indian Ocean, and after that, it disappeared forever. Despite one of the largest international search operations in history, we come to American Airlines Flight 587, which crashed on November 12, 2001, just minutes after taking off from New York's JFK Airport. At around 5,000 feet, the aircraft encountered severe turbulence, causing the vertical stabilizer to break off completely. Without the stabilizer, the plane became uncontrollable, rolled violently in the air, and within seconds crashed into a residential neighborhood, killing all 260 people on board as well as several people on the ground. Multiple houses were destroyed, and the explosion caused massive devastation in the area. These incidents remind us that no matter how advanced technology becomes, flying always carries risk, and every flight is a reminder of the bravery of the pilots and crew who work tirelessly to keep passengers safe. I hope you found this video informative and engaging.